All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makakwadash. All right, I'm going to get straight into this one. Proverbs, the 4th chapter, and the 4th verse. All right, considering today is the 4th day of the 5th month. All right, and I want to get into the scripture. Proverbs 4:4, it says, He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words, keep my commandments and live. All right, and this is King Solomon speaking. All right, in the spirit. All right, King Solomon was a special man in the eyes of the Lord. All right, he was a man that received a lot of wisdom and a lot of understanding because he asked. And also, too, he is the son of King David. But also, too, if you can receive it, he is Yahweh Shai. All right, so this could be taken in many folds. Nonetheless, these words that were written are very important and is key to our salvation to this day. All right, because when we read these scriptures, we're not just reading these scriptures just to, breeze by and, just, read it as there's a holoquent novel, as we were always taught, especially from Apostle Gabar used to always say the Bible is not written like a holoquent novel. This is a book of mysteries, a book of prophecies, a book of history. It's very, it's coded. It's a treasure. If you can receive this, this is the greatest thing that you can receive, as opposed to anything else on earth. I'll just say that, and that's why he says here, he taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words. And we understand that the word heart in the Hebrew is the word lab, which means in your mind. So when we're reading these words, we're looking to retain this. We should be looking to hold this. All right, that's why the scriptures say, hold fast until I come. All right, so what we're reading and what we're assessing is something that we need to retain. All right, now let me look up this word retain in the Hebrew and see what it says. All right, it says to grasp, to hold, support, attain, lay hold of, hold fast. And the main one I want to get is support. All right, because just like if you're building a structure, all right, you're building some form of garden bed, there's such thing as a retaining wall. And what that retaining wall does, it keeps back whatever substance or whatever product that you or source that you want to not get out of bounds. And that's what these words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai represent. All right, it's for us to stay in line so that we don't get out of bounds. All right, so when you retain something, that means you made it a part of you. Okay? Yeah, you made this thing a part of you, and you made this your walk. You made this your life when you retain this. Okay? So that was something that jumped out at me. And also, too, it says, what? Keep my commandments and live. And you have the Christian world telling you that the law, statutes, commandments, it's no point of keeping. We're not going to be saved by the law and statute commandments. But which is true. We're not going to be saved by the law, statute, commandments. But they are. The scripture tells you that the commandment is a lamp of life. Okay? A lot of times when you see the word commandments and you see the laws and the statutes, it represents life. So that shows you right there that we have an enemy if they're telling us and teaching us that we don't have to keep the law, statutes, commandments. So they don't want you to live. They don't want you to continue forward in life. That's to give someone the wrong instructions. All right, that's a attempt on their life. Okay, but it's our duty to, read the scriptures, study the scriptures, and retain it so that that we can live. And the ultimate living is going to be what? Through salvation, the deliverance. All right, getting favored by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, not to be destroyed in these last days. All right, or not to be overcome by the world. All right. Something that came to my mind as I was reading it. This one I can get. This is Proverbs 15:28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked poureth out evil. That's right, because we're retaining this. All right, we're reading, and we're not just reading. We don't just read the scriptures. We're studying the scriptures to make this a part of us, so that if someone was to come and ask you advice on what to do, then you can have this already downloaded into your system for you to give that proper answer. So again, we're not just reading the scriptures, we're looking to retain the scriptures. All right. Another example, one of my favorite, is in the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 2. And I'll start at verse 23. Okay, because if you understand the book of Maccabees, which is there's actually 4 Maccabees, right? 4 books of Maccabees. But it's known as an abridgment because it was so many events that took place. And the scribes who were jotting down the historical documents had so much information that they had to comprise it into separate books. Okay? And the authors, they give account to what they had to go through and their intentions, right? When they actually jotted it down and put it all together, put all the different events in the historical documents together. 2 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 23. All these things I say, being declared by Jason of Cyrene in 5 books, we will essay to abridge in 1 volume. For considering the infinite number and the difficulty which they find that desire to look into the narrations of the story, for the variety of the matter, we have been careful that they that will read may have delight, and that they that are desirous to commit to memory might have ease, and that all into whose hands it comes might have profit. You see? So it's the same thing. The men of the Lord always spoke the same things, man. They spake the same things. You know? So this book is not just something that you could just read and just, oh, okay, whatever, and just move along. No, this book is supposed to be read, and it's supposed to be retained, and it's supposed to be held. All right? Like something precious, like something of great value, something that you appreciate. It should be well taken care of. You know? Men, blood, sweat, and tears wrote down these scriptures, being chased, you know, persecuted. You got men that were put to death, just like they show you in the book of Eli. I want that book. I want that book. And anybody who had that book, they were looking to put to death. Why? Because it obtained life. All right? And this is just like in that book of Eli, which is synonymous. Esau, looking to kill those who had the book. Look, we have the book. But it's not just the book. It's the spirit that comes with the book. That's the most important thing. All right. A lot of people can read the scriptures, but they're not retaining the spirit of the book. So therefore, they're not going to be able to inherit everlasting life. They're not going to be able to they're not going to truly receive the book. They're not going to truly receive the words of the book. Remember, Yahushua said, the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay, so just keep that in mind, you know, as we're reading, we're studying, watching videos. Look to retain this because we're going to need it in these last days. We're going to need to have this downloaded in our system so that we know how to navigate and to discern, you know, right from wrong, man. Point blank, period. That's pretty much it, man. You know, I'll close on that. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Shalom to the elect.